Graham Morris.
Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to speak in this debate. Many colleagues have made very eloquent points advocating support for the motion before us, and I also support the motion. Education is undoubtedly the most vital public service and one of the most important investments our country makes. I tend to agree with one of the earlier contributions about cost-benefit analysis. I think we need to have a look at that. Investment in education extends life opportunities. It enables young people to achieve their aspirations. Our schools shouldn't be considered Our schools should be considered as educational beacons of opportunity. Our teachers should be valued and held in high esteem. However, this government is falling short in ensuring adequate funding for our schools. I want to commend the exceptional teaching staff in my constituency, but I also wish to highlight a particular problem in the specific case of the Seaham Trinity School in Princess Road in my constituency, a school that is only 15 years old, a school that was funded by the council's own capital resources, not a PFI scheme. I'm really concerned that this building, which is relatively new, shows significant problems, including rising damp, black mould in the resource cupboards. It's very challenging to try and clean due to the dampness in the toilet cubicles. The floors are lifting, carpet tiles are lifting, the roof's deteriorated to an extent that it requires a complete replacement. I've raised my concerns with Durham County Council, which is sadly now led by a coalition of the Conservative Lib Dems and Liberals, and their only response is to highlight the unfortunate reality that the contractors are often reluctant to address latent defects for which they are liable. And I think this is an issue that was raised by my honourable friend, the member for Denton and Redditch. In this case, in the Trinity School, it was a company called Sergo Construction. And I believe, Mr Deputy Speaker, they should be held accountable. It is in the public interest that crucial infrastructure, and that includes school buildings, are constructed to high, and I would argue even exceptional standards, not merely a standard deemed acceptable. I would also like to call on the Minister and the Department and ask him specifically what powers and resources does he have to hold powerful interests to account for the public good. Does the Department for Education, led by the Schools Minister and the Secretary of State, have any powers in this regard? And if they don't, shouldn't we be introducing legislation that ensures that companies like Sergo cannot renege on their responsibilities to taxpayers, to staff and of students in schools such as Trinity School in Seaham? I wouldn't expect, and I'm sure nobody would, expect that a building that's only 15 years old is plagued with dampness, mould and a deteriorating roof. In fact, if I were Sergo, I'd be ashamed to have delivered a building that has fallen into such a state of disrepair within such a very short period of time. I want to urge support for the motion before us, and I want to ensure that my constituents have the very best standards of school buildings in which to deliver an education. Thank you.